Don't do that. Hi, guys. My name is Philip Holmes, and I'm from patch.com, and I am from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. As you can see, I'm wearing my Jets. Winnipeg Jets. Winnipeg Jets, baby. Winnipeg Jets. That's right, Winnipeg Jets, right here. Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And this message goes out to all the Winnipeg fans out there that are Winnipeg Jets fans. I'd appreciate your comeback. I'd appreciate your comments. And the reason why I'd appreciate your comments is because if you don't comment on what I'm about to say, I'm going to sick my puppy after you. And he doesn't look too happy, does he? He's saying, I want your input. And I want your input right now on the Dustin Byfuglien situation. And like Kevin Daly Sheveloff, or whatever the heck his name is, the owner of the Winnipeg Jets, isn't commenting, and none of the commentators are commenting on Dustin Byfuglien, and why none of the fans have commented on what's going on with Dustin Byfuglien. He's won the Stanley Cup. He's not only won it, he's helped get his team to the Stanley Cup. And I do fully admit, I wasn't a hockey fan. I wasn't a football fan of the Blue Bombers when I first came to Winnipeg in June 1st of 1990. And now today, that all has changed. And the reason it's changed is because I am a hockey fan. I don't really watch the Blue Bombers. I went to the Blue Bombers parade when they won the cup, the Grey Cup, and I even watched the game, and because they made it to the playoffs, they made it, and they just ran over that other team and just left them decimated in the dirt. And it's been always said to me that if you want it bad enough, you're going to go out and you're going to get it. And that's what the Winnipeg Jets have been doing, why they've made it to the playoffs so many times, because they play as a team. They play as a brotherhood. And I had to get this out there today. I had to get this out there because nobody's saying nothing about Dustin Byfuglien and the treatment that he's receiving by not only probably the general managers, but also the owners of the Winnipeg Jets, that he is a Stanley Cup winner. He has won the Stanley Cup. And Winnipeg, let me remind all you fans out there that are watching this, and that are from Winnipeg, and that are Winnipeg Jets fans, the Winnipeg Jets have never, and I mean ever, won the Stanley Cup. Now, far be it and said, I'm not saying that Dustin Byfuglien is going to be the straw that broke the camel's back and is going to win the Stanley Cup for each and every one of you fans that are out there. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying he could help get the Winnipeg Jets to the Cup. So they reported. They didn't report that Dustin Byfuglien didn't come to, I'm going to say the playoffs, not the playoffs. I'm getting all mixed up here. And I get mixed up here because I got ADD, so attention deficit disorder, so bear with me. To training camp. That he left training camp beforehand because he had a broken ankle. And I, for one, as a man, I know what it's like to have a broken ankle. I broke my ankle. To let alone lace up skates with a broken ankle. And the other day I mentioned racism in NHL, and I mentioned that that it could pretty much well be that. And maybe it is. But to the Winnipeg fans, I'm speaking to you on how we could get this done, how we could get the attention out there about Dustin Byfuglien. And again, I'm going to say this again and again and again and again. In no way am I saying whatsoever, and I don't speak for any one of you out there either, that Dustin Byfuglien is going to be the key and the straw that broke the camel's back, and he's going to get them the Stanley Cup. He's going to help get the Winnipeg Jets to the playoffs and to the Stanley Cup, because he is a Stanley Cup winner. And right now, the treatment of him by the Winnipeg Jets organization and Shovel Dayoff, or whatever his name is, I don't give a rat's behind what his last name is. He knows who he is. And I speak passionately about this because I'm a hockey fan, because my mom is a hockey fan, because my mom is from a hockey town, because her brother, who passed away recently, was a hockey player. And my mom comes from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. That's a hockey town, just like Winnipeg is a hockey town. So why don't we start an online petition on getting Dustin Byfuglien back, on bringing him back, or at least trying to bring him back to the Winnipeg Jets. I think he deserves that. I think the fan base deserves that. Is if any of you have suffered a broken ankle or even a broken leg, knows what I'm talking about when I talk about somebody who has a broken ankle, because I've had that broken ankle. I've been down that alley, and I've been down that before. So please give your comments down below on the Dustin Byfuglien fiasco, as everybody's calling it on TSN. And how everybody's not talking about the Dustin Byfuglien fiasco. When they mention it on TSN, they only mention it for a minute and a half about what's going on with them, about the deadline, about the trade deadline, about this and that, and $7.6 million. They're covered by that. You didn't know that? The Winnipeg Jets are covered by that. About what Dustin Byfuglien is clearing in a year with his money and what they're not paying him. And everybody knows that, I think, that the Jets are covered by that, the $7.6 million. And everybody has to make it about money. Everybody has to say, oh, it's about money. And, you know, it's not about talent. I mean, you look at the Byfugliens, Wayne Gretzky's. The list goes on with the Winnipeg Jets. And, you know, I know Gretzky didn't play for the Winnipeg Jets. I'm just saying. Because when I was a young man, I was a big fan of Wayne Gretzky. And I'm going to wrap this up. And this is going to be my fourth installment of YouTube in Winnipeg. I am Philip Holmes. I am from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. And I am also from patch.com. I am also on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. You name it, I'm on it. Leave a comment below. Leave a comment below on the Dustin Byfuglien situation and what you guys think about the Dustin Byfuglien situation. I am wearing my Winnipeg Jets t-shirt today. It's green, not conservative blue. Can you imagine that? We got a conservative government that has turned out, may just turn the station there for a second. A Manitoba government that's a race-based government. A racist premier calling my people terrorists without even saying we're terrorists. A two-tier justice system. We're not a two-tier justice system, Brian Palliser. We have the right to vote. It's our God-given Canadian right to vote. And you're on Treaty Number 1 territory, Premier Palliser. I didn't vote for him. Again, my name is Philip Holmes. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Whoa!